we've got a lot to cover today, so I'm going to dive right in. I want to start by explaining to you why all the effort that you've put into self-improvement has very little chance of ever working. You know the programs, thighs like Cameron Diaz in 30 days. Become debt-free and a millionaire in 6 months. Or lower your handicap by 10 strokes in 2 days. Or those 3 easy steps for improving your marital sex life. Well, you know what? Many of these programs are valid and can really be effective, except for one critical point. Your brain will reject them. Let me repeat. Your brain will reject them. Similar to how a body will reject a donor organ that is not compatible, your brain, the most powerful muscle you have, will reject thoughts, ideas, or possibilities that are incompatible or foreign to it, because your brain is conditioned. And this conditioning holds the key to your success or failure. Here's a true story to illustrate classic conditioning. In the 1960s, President Eisenhower was given a rare white tiger as a gift. This tiger, Mohini, was sent to live in the National Zoo in Washington, D.C., where she was put into a 12-by-12 cage. For years, Mohini lived in this cage, pacing back and forth in a continuous figure 8. And then one year, the zoo decided, well, let's build Mohini a more natural habitat. Several acres of trees, hills, a pond, and grassy areas. And do you know what happened the moment they put Mohini into her new, beautiful habitat? Well, she ran to a far corner by the wall, marked off a 12-by-12 square for herself, and stayed in that square, pacing until she wore the area beneath her bare for the rest of her days. This is classic conditioning. You and I are exactly the same as Mohini. Based on our conditioning, we have created invisible cages for ourselves that we have not been able to break free of. Now, people who are pretty good achievers may exist in cages this big. Most of us pace off an area of life that's just about this big. And too many of us exist in cages just this big.